Coach Dan with the workouts for week 7 for the U14 to U16 age group. This week out I've titled as timed circuits, as we're going to have 3 circuits for different muscle groups. And it's something that's a little bit different and not too intense, but that isn't the purpose of every single workout. Something that I want to emphasize is workouts aren't always meant to push you to your extreme and make sure you're tired and can barely move after. Some of them are very specific and here to challenge you in different ways that you wouldn't usually be challenged in. Something like working specific muscle groups that we'll be working on, or smaller muscle areas, just to train us, warm us up, keep our muscles loose, and keep improving our health. So this week is going to consist of 3 rounds. Each round we're going to go through 3 times, and each exercise we're going to do for 30 seconds. And we will have a 30-second break in between each rotation of each round. Something that I really want to emphasize this week is that the exercises we do and the reason for these exercise circuits are to give you guys the knowledge and expose you guys to exercises that you might not have known, and something that could be effective later in life, but also helpful now in improving your health. Something that I like to compare it to is a restaurant. You might go to a restaurant and order something and not like it and hate it. That doesn't mean the restaurant's bad. That might not necessarily mean that you don't like the restaurant. Maybe you go back the next time to the restaurant and you order something different. You enjoy that. Similar to exercise. Sometimes you might do an exercise and it doesn't really work. It hurts you, but you could do something else, a different exercise that's really good for you. And at the end of the day, there are standards to exercising as much as possible to stay healthy, similar to eating. We all know what's it like to eat healthy. And on the flip side as well, if you do exercises that are not good for you and hurting you, over time, that's going to cause damage. Same thing as eating at McDonald's every day is not the best for you. But anyway, let's get into our workout. Starting with round 1, we have 3 exercises. The first one are in and out sumo squats, starting nice and wide in a defensive position. You're going to squat down, bring your butt down. Try to have a straight line from knee to knee. Coming back up, hop in and out, going back down, in and out, going for 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, we're going into the next one, just focusing on our calves. It's squat and double calf raises. Starting a little bit closer together, squat position, going up on your tippy toes, squeezing your calves. Then you're squatting down. When you're down here, up on your tippy toes, and then back down, coming up, tippy toes, down, tippy toes. So that's our squat double calf raise. Last workout or last exercise for round 1, we're going in and out push-ups on all 4s. We're going with our feet, jumping out, then in, pushing up, out and in, pushing up. What you want to aim for is 5 push-ups. If they're getting hard, then focus on your in and out jumps, get those cardio going. And if 5 push-ups is too easy, aim for 10. So that's round 1. You go through each exercise 30 seconds, take a 30-second break, do it another time, break, and then the 3rd time and break. Next one is to work out on our legs, starting with cross lunges, taking 1 foot all the way back, diagonally, lunging down, lunging down. Put some pace into it and explode. If you want to make it a little bit harder, what you're going to do is cross, and when you're coming up, off 1 foot, jump high, switch feet, jump high, switch feet, and cross. Work on your balance, your power, and that cross lunge. Next 2 are a bit lower impact, but really good. First one is a hydrant. You want to keep your back straight, your hips straight, and bringing your knee up to the side as high as you can, squeezing here, and then switching legs. Make sure your back is straight and you're not going all the way out here. That's not the purpose of the exercise. So keep your back straight and bring this up and squeeze. Knee up and squeeze. Nice and easy, working on some deeper and smaller lower body muscles. And then finishing off round 2 with clamshells. Knee is about 45 degrees. Similar is you're bringing this up, your knee up as high as you can, squeezing for 1 or 2 seconds. For this one, you're going to rotate halfway through. So every 15 seconds, You're going to switch over to the other side nice and quick and go back into it. Make sure your rotations are quick. This is something that you can work on because the breaks right after you make the most out of your breaks. That's round 2. And then we're finishing off with round 3. Starting with plank punches. You could start on all fours up in a plank pose. And you're throwing jabs, catching yourself. You can put some power behind this, coming back down. If you want to make it harder, go into a regular plank, throw on jabs, coming back. Jabs and back. Those are plank punches. Next, we're going to be on our backs for our scissor kicks. So, with this one, what's important is to not have your feet touch the ground. You're going to clap under your thighs each rotation. Try to kick this foot. Try to keep this foot straight and not touching the ground. If this gets easy, speed it up. Working our core there. And our last one is plank cross touches, where we're in a plank pose position. Nice and straight. Make sure I'm in frame here. Stretching out, crossing underneath as far as we can and coming back. Trying to get a little further each time and keep your back straight. And coming back. All right, guys, so that's our workout for week 7. And good luck. Hope you learned something new, and I'll see you next week.